أهلا وسهلا بكم في حلقة جديدة من برنامجكم برنامج إماراتي. كما عودناكم أن نستضيف لكم نخبة من رجال الأعمال داخل دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة. يسعدنا اليوم أن نقدم لكم قصة نجاح جديدة مع الأستاذ علي محمد علي والأستاذ محمد. Good afternoon, Mr. Ali, Mr. Muhammad.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Very well, thank you.
That's great. So I would like to know from early beginning. I will take you a little bit back.
Sure.
So who's Ali from early beginning?
I am ALIYU. I am Nigerian. I've been in UAE for over 15 years. I studied, yes. I studied information technology at the University or American University in Dubai.
That's great. So it was a nice journey here and in your country as well.
Absolutely.
Let us talk about Mr. Muhammad. So tell us from early beginning who you are.
My name is Mr. Muhammad. I come from Nigeria as well, from an ancient city called Kano, which is the commercial center of of Nigeria, similar to Dubai in terms of things. I moved to Dubai also as a teenager to study in American University, and since then I graduated from the university, Bachelor of Information Technology.
How you meet both of you and you start to create your own idea to open your own company. Let us inspire from your story.
I think it was destiny, because we actually met at the airport on our way to Dubai. Both of us had the pleasure of visiting Dubai, and we were wowed. And Dubai was growing that time, early 2000s, and we fell in love with the city. When we got the opportunity to study, we unknowingly were actually going to study the same course, information technology. We ended up being in the same dorm floor, and we quickly became friends because our values were similar. We were in love with Dubai, and the journey has just continued since then.
That's great. Mr. Muhammad, what did you see in this country different than other countries to start to create your own company and start a new journey for yourself from here, from United?
I think it's the inspirations from the beginning. Like back then, when I was back home, I remember I wanted to go to the States or to go to UK to study, but the buzzword around that period was Dubai. Okay, tallest building is coming up, Atlantis is coming up, and man-made islands. So all those kind of inspirations were there, and then the stories out there, and then you see the impossible becoming possible. You see success stories, you will hear amazing things happening. I'll be like, maybe not the time to go to Europe or to go to America, now it's time to go to Dubai. And coming to this place, studying in American University, which is part of one of the legacy of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, we always get inspired by his visits, the way the government is also making us understand what it's required to actually be successful. So everywhere you look around is a definition of success. We are in Dubai Media City, Dubai Internet City, so every day we go to eat or we go to play, you get inspired by things, and you see companies coming on and in. So it's, I think, by default, you get inspired and try to come up with something.
That's why you start to create your own idea to open Ehfaaz.
I think it's love. Love for the city, love for the Emirates overall. Everything is fast, everything is ambitious, and everything is daring. When we studied again world-class teachers. We went and we worked in different companies, and it was the same ethos that was driving us. So when the time came and we felt a little bit mature and a little bit more confident to actually look around us and see what are the challenges being faced and how can we help, because this is the culture that is typically fostered here. You don't just see something wrong and you don't do something about it. Over time, we understood that with our African values, the way that we look at things like waste, recycling, and even the climate is completely different from how the Western world, for example, looks at it. And it was the perfect opportunity to give back to a city that has given so much to us. You know, we grew up in this city, now we're raising families, and it was about time that we, you know, took a leap of faith to say we are going to jump like the leaders have been encouraging the youth to do, and to solve a problem that we knew we potentially could solve.
Of course, you inspired the name from the Arabs, since we are here in the United Arab Emirates, Ehfaaz. So let us talk about this company, and we'll talk about the services, what you are offering for the community. So
Ehfaaz is derived from the Arabic word Hafiz, which means to protect. Is a circular economy company committed to closed loop recycling. What do we mean by that is we try as much as possible to help protect the environment that we live in by inspiring people to do more of recycling, to take initiatives when it comes to sustainability, and to do things that will actually extend the future of our future generations. The reason why we set up the company is the infrastructure here, the demand of such type of services of excellence. We have seen it in Abu Dhabi with Masdar City. Sustainability is a key theme from the Sheikh Zayed Award that is given every single year at such type of events. There is Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Solar Park. So wherever you look around, there are initiatives that are towards sustainability. And then we say, okay, we look at the problems from my side, coming from the waste management industry, and Mr. Ali coming from the FMCG and manufacturer's point of view. So they're generating lots of materials that will otherwise end up in Dubai landfills. And with the setups that are here in place, we decided to come up with a solution that is going to be actionable, scalable, and then sustainable at the end of the day.
Maybe you want to add something, Mr. Ali, what his partner he said.
Of course, and he's absolutely spot on. When you think about the way that Dubai is built, it's all about how can you get to the next level? How can you do 10x, 100x, right? And when it comes to the fight for the climate change, it's not the moonshots that seem to be helping. It's efforts by entrepreneurs, it's effort by the youth like us that actually is driving the conversation and driving the change. So Ehfaaz for me is all about how can we protect the environment in the UAE, how can we make sure that we are not sending as much as we are doing in materials into the landfill, how do we protect the air that we breathe, how do we make sure that we do this in a sustainable way, and how do we make sure that while we're doing that we're creating the awareness that every single one of us actually has a part to play, can play an important role, and we are here to show that this is possible.
There is more than 200 different nationalities, how you know, inside United Arab Emirates, yes. And there is a big challenge between this kind of companies, especially in these companies. So, yes. How do you prove yourself in the market? Let us say, what is the specialized in your company?
I think the main, if I were to pin it down to what separates us from the others, it's exactly what you mentioned. 200 different nationalities, that doesn't mean division or friction. That is a strength. You know, even here within Ehfaaz, we are over half women, for example, different nationalities, not one overshadowing the other, and we are collaborating, partnering with our customers to make sure that we protect their brand, to make sure that we advance the UN Sustainable Goals, and so on. On the by contrast, what we see with the competition is that they're not adopting technology as well as we are doing. In every single aspect of our business, we're leveraging technology to be fast, like Dubai is, to be ahead of the pack at every single point in time, like Dubai is trying to do, and so on and so forth. So that's where the inspiration comes from, and that's where the secret sauce lies.
Let us inspire from His Highness Chef Mohamad bin Rashid since we are here in Dubai. So he's mentioned in his vision book to reach #1, it's easy, but to continue on the same level, it will be a little bit tough or difficult. What's your comment on that, Mr.?
Absolutely spot on, 100%, and that is the ethos that we lived in, breathe in within Ehfaaz. Today, this morning, this is the kind of things that we're talking about. If you're trying to analyze the things that you do with what the market is up to, everyone can go and get business at the end of the day, but how can you manage and make sure that you're delivering a value to the customer or to the need? So what we do here, we try to identify the needs of each particular business partner that we're dealing with and consistently deliver to that expectations. How do we do that? By technology, by innovations, by making life easier to this kind of things. We have seen it every day. New roads are coming up so that your journey can be shortened by half. We see things coming in terms of delivery, in terms of safety. You can leave your car open, you can leave your house open. So all these kind of things, we look at it and then try to make it here and make sure that we keep delighting and delivering value to other business partners.
In United Arab Emirates, of course, we have from our leaders the visions, and we're working and follow them. So today, let us talk about your vision, about your future plan, where we can see you on the short term and the long term as well, where we can see you after next 5 years, inshallah.
Inshallah, over the next 5 years, it's just going to go, we're going to go from strength to strength. But let me start by quoting the book that you mentioned. Sheikh Muhammad said, in the race for excellence, there's no finish line. So we're not only looking at what will we be in the next 5 years. No, no. We want it to be evergreen. We want it to be continuous. But every journey starts with one step. Today, after just over 4 years, we've been able to establish ourselves, build a reputation as a trustworthy and reliable business partner for our customers. We want this to continue. How have we done this? By continuously innovating and delighting the consumer. A brutal obsession with the consumer and making sure that we are delivering against their objectives. Thirdly, when you think about the next 5 years, we want to make sure that across the Middle East and Africa region, our solutions are available. You see, we don't want to hog the solutions. What we are doing is we're creating solutions that can help in the fight for climate change, advance circularity and sustainability now and for the future. So we want to take these solutions as much as possible beyond just even this region, but across Middle East and Africa. You can expect to see us in many other countries in the next 5 years.
Inshallah. Good luck on that, of course, Mr.
Thank you.
As a successful businessman, of course, your team behind, they are your right hand, your second family. Without them, you will never grow up. So how to select a prepared team, it's really something important in any company. So how you are selecting your team behind to give the best quality service for your customers or clients?
We will go back to the question that you mentioned in terms, sorry, the comment that you made earlier, more than 200 nationalities. That's 200 different ways of doing things. So I think we are in a place where you have, the city is full of talents from all over the world, where you'll be able to come together, sit down, collaborate, and then add value to each other. What we try to do here is to bring on a team of individuals that are high achieving, and then that we share the same philosophy, that we share the same values, so that we keep delivering value to our business partners at the end of the day. There are multiple ways that we do that, but first thing, we do it by showing, by proving, okay, this is the journey that we are on, and this is what we're trying to achieve. And then we get like-minded people to join us to continue working towards the steps.
That's great. After this all years from experience till you reaching the success, who support you? Who was your backbone? Who deserve a thanks today from Mr. Ali and Mr. Muhammad?
We started with family and friends support, first of all. We saw the problem, we understood the problem, and we started thinking about possible solutions. And when we did our homework, we of course presented it to friends to critique it. We presented it to family, and this is literally how it started. It was very important for us living in Dubai to make sure that the culture, the philosophy that we are adopting, it's Dubai-based culture. That means you don't need to wait for tons and tons of money to start. You start by solving a problem, no matter how small it is, and then this is what we are seeing today, the snowball effect. So till today, we go back to these same friends, this same family, and even our staff go back to their own families, and it's with their support and with their blessing that we've reached here. And then secondly, there's no way people like us from another continent overall can come here and succeed without that platform already being created, right, that we can then stand on and build what it is that we're building. So credit has to go to, for example, Dubai Science Park, where we are at, Marwan Abdulaziz, the MD, who has been nothing short of a champion for making sure that startups like ours, just two kids with a crazy, insignificant idea at the time, are able to prosper like we have. And then the list goes on, of course.
Who deserves thanks today from Mr. Mohamad, who was your backbone?
The same thing, family and friends, the entire TCOM group creating the platform continuously all the way to Dubai Science Park, Dubai Municipality at the end of the day, looking at the solutions that we're trying to come up with and then endorsing it nowadays. We're trying to work with them also with Ramadan coming to make sure that we divert as much food waste as possible that is going to the landfill. So we're so grateful to have this opportunity and then to have these contributions at the end of the day.
Let us talk about the Emirates. There is high safety, high security, and they are supporting everyone to reach his target, reach his goal. So today, a last message, it will be from your side, from your company, from your team behind, of course, who will start it from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, and of course His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, and all the leadership of the Emirates. Who will start it from your side, Mr. Ali?
Nothing but gratitude. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, Sheikh Rashid, the founding fathers. If they did not sacrifice themselves, right, people like us will not be able to come here and add value and continue to live the vision. The vision doesn't just lie in the locals. It's people like us that are the ambassadors for what this idea that they came up with is today. So nothing but gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm Mohamad MR. On behalf of myself, my business partner, Mr. ALIYU Muhammad Ali, and the entire Ehfaaz team would like to express our sincere gratitude to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and the entire leadership of the UAE. It's a great privilege and honor for someone like us to come to this place and have these inspiring messages all around the world. To be able to achieve our dreams. There is no place on earth where you can go and call it home, be inspired and be into the actual reality of doing things. This is a place where you can walk the talk, you can do as you say, and then there is no harm in trying to do the good things. One thing we would like to express our gratitude is to Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed for declaring 2023 as the year of sustainability. What this does is it gives us the opportunity to keep delivering value in the fight, in our fight to climate change, and then to make sure our environment and earth is well sustainable and it's safe for the future generation. Thank you to the end.
Thank you so much to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and to all the other highnesses across the Emirates. Ramadan Mubarak.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mohamad. Mr. Ali was with us in the Emirati TV program. Thank you.
في كل إمارة تروح تسندك عقل وروح، بر ومدن وجبال حاجة ترد